Hello everyone, so I'm starting the series of best of 2021 in the makeup and skincare category. Yes, earlier I used to make dedicated videos on almost every single step of makeup, but I thought this year it's going to be different. It's going to be more simplified, easy, and I will narrow it down much more because we do end up making these top 5, top 10, top 8, top 6. Then why this whole big series is needed where I talk about every segment separately again and confuse you? Rather talk about almost every single step in this one single video and make your life easy, simple. I will be including products which I have used the most. There are too many products I love, but these are the products I've used the most, and they were definitely on point. Like, they were just near my hand. I used to just grab them blindly. I used to travel with them. And yes, they performed onto my skin. They mostly, all of the products perform all weather, but there are certain products which were my favorite in summers and monsoons. Everything will be listed and linked in my description. But in today's video, you will know all what I loved, what were like the best for me in 2021 in the category of base, face, as well as your eye makeup. So without rambling too much and making this intro any longer, let's get started. So I really want to be in line and sync. Let's talk about the base first. So yes, there were too many things I tried in the year 2021. I did try a lot of different brands, drugstore, Lux, but these are certain primers I absolutely loved and I've used and I've repurchased. One of them is the COLORBAR Water Bomb Primer. I recently showed you one new bottle in my Nykaa Pink Friday sale haul also. So yes, I happen to repurchase it. I absolutely love it. I am still using it. It is more of your hydrating, moisturizing primer. So yes, it sits well all weather. You can use it as your normal moisturizer also. So I like to include products like this, and I like layering this product with my other base products. So yes, you can actually use 2 primers at one go. So yes, this is something which I have loved this year, and I see myself buying it again and again. Next is another primer from the same brand. What a coincidence. Again, something which I've loved so much in my summers and monsoons and even humid weathers is the COLORBAR Selfie Primer Oil. Again, I've talked about this primer so many times. I recently touched upon on this primer in my top 8 or top 6 primers. So if you haven't checked out that video, do check that out. But this is another product which I've used the most, and I do see myself repurchasing it in coming summers again because I know this will get over in like no time. So yes, another lovely primer of the year 2021. And I do see myself buying a lot more different primers this 2022 as well. And last but not least, a primer which is into a luxe category and something I'm wearing today onto my skin also is the Too Faced Proactive Nourishing Hangover RX Primer. You have a primer with SPF also in Too Faced, but I went ahead with no SPF because I don't believe in 10-15 SPF. Something should be starting from 30. That makes sense to me. So yeah, this is another lovely primer. Again, hydrating, moisturizing. It gives you a sticky base and your foundation just looks nice. Though I would say any matte foundation, you can pair it up with this primer and you will just love your base, just like I do today. So yes, a lovely primer, a good investment of year 2021. Now, year 2021 was the year where I did try a lot of foundations, a lot of different foundation from different brands. But I think these are the 3 foundations wherein I have just gone back again and again, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And one of them I've repurchased, and one of them I'm about to finish and I have to repurchase. So let's talk about the foundation which I've repurchased already, and you know it is the Lakme 9 to 5 Primer Plus Matte Foundation. It's a very basic but a very good foundation. It is under rupees 500. So if you need something under rupees 500, Prime Plus Matte, which will just give you that nice finish to the skin. It is not a matte foundation, I would say. It definitely has a nice sheen going on. So yes, it sits well onto my kind of skin that is combination to oily in summers as well as humid weather and winters. So oh my god, it is mashallah. So yes, this is a lovely foundation. So if you haven't tried Lakme Prime Plus Matte, you should be looking for, but I will definitely be repurchasing it again as it gets over because मुझे लग रहा है वो आधी बॉटल हो चुकी है. I just can't stop myself using it. Next up, a foundation which is again I feel is on the fence with so many of you, but if you are a dry skin person, I can straight up say go and buy this. If you're a person who is just looking for a foundation which is not full coverage but it just give you a nice base, then go for it. Is the K-Beauty Hydrating Foundation. Again, one of my favorite foundations to wear, and recently जो भी मुझसे dry skin person foundation recommendation मांगता है, the Lakme one and this one is the first options I would recommend, because more than coverage, there is a lot more things wherein you should be looking in a foundation, is like giving you nice base, hydration, not drying you out, not enhancing your textures. So this foundation really sits well. It does give me medium coverage, not full coverage. I've done dedicated reviews on all of the products, so I'm not going to touch up on the nitty-gritties of every single product, but I will just tell you why I loved it so much. And last but not the least, a foundation which I have been wearing a lot now. Like, I think out of 7 days, if I'm wearing makeup 5 days, 3 days I'm wearing definitely this one. Is a L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Foundation, though I have traveled with this foundation also, because this is one foundation which you can wear in day, which you can wear for your party, which you can actually wear for a reception and your marriage also. If you're a person who wants to have the nice within glow happening on the skin with a nice coverage, then this is the foundation to go for. It's a very underrated foundation in L'Oreal, though there are too many foundations in L'Oreal, but this is definitely out there. If you haven't tried the True Match, what are you waiting for? Christmas? No, get it. It's really good, well done. I absolutely loved it. Now let's move on to some contour and correcting. I don't have a single concealer to talk about because 2021 was not the year where I was using too many concealers, so I'm not going to touch on concealers. I have changed my whole makeup routine altogether. I would say I have included very different steps into my makeup routine, and I like it like that. I like to experiment, and sometimes experiments fail, sometimes experiments I like. So I have been experimenting a lot, and I feel these two products do make to my makeup routine. First up is the Insta Blur Stick. You know how much I love this product. This is my holy grail product, something which I'll keep buying again and again. I have the orange one also, but the peach one is the one I use the most because that brightness I want to add to my face. This corrector does it for me, even the correction. So yeah, if you haven't tried the Nykaa Insta Blur Sticks, then you should. Any day, they are better than many other brands. They are cheaper, affordable, as well as you do get a little lesser product, I feel, but the quality is definitely up notch. It blends nicely, it is creamy and hydrating. Moving on to a contour product. Now I really wanted to show you two contour products, but I felt this is the one I've used the most, so let's just talk about this one. It's the Soul Body by Colourpop Body Bronzing Balm. You can bronze, you can contour, but I have contoured a lot with this. You can see the highlight of this pan. Oh my god, I can actually go back and repurchase it. So this is one of my favorite products to use nowadays. Nowadays means from the time I've got it, I've been using only this. Yes, I have another lovely contour product with me, but this is the one I've reached out more. Reason being, it's not harsh, it's not too deep for my liking. It's well done in shade, as well as the way it blends onto my skin, and I can layer it. So yes, I want products like this which are multi-purpose. You can do layering with them and still your makeup looks absolutely perfect. So this is a lovely product. I have enjoyed it thoroughly. Now let's move on to some blushes, bronzers and highlight and setting powder. Why not quickly touch up on two setting powders I have used the most, out of which one I have hit pan and I have already repurchased. So first I have used up my K-Beauty setting compact powder. Now you can see I've already hit pan, so my brush doesn't pick up a lot of product here. It's only a little bit, so I carry this in my hand purse. So this is the one I have used. I not recently, I would say I've already got the new one, and this is in the shade 130 and medium. I thought I should just change up the shade a bit, so I'm using this one currently. Sorry, why am I saying recently? Currently. So yeah, so you know how much I love these. I absolutely love the formula onto my skin. They are perfect powder for any weather, and for winters they're really good. If you're a person who likes setting powders over your setting sprays, then this is the powder to go for. I do feel it's like K-Beauty has loose powder also, but if you're a person who doesn't like loose powder, get this. This works as a loose powder also for you because it has a lot of kickback, I would say, but it gives you that nice brush off and it just sits well onto the skin. So yes, a wonderful powder, a wonderful compact for combination to oily as well as dry skin. Talking about another compact which I've used the most in 2021, and this is in my project pan also. It's the COLORBAR 24-hour Wear Weightless Powder Foundation. Now I use this powder for everything, for setting my face, for just wearing it by itself on my hydrating primer. It's like a on-the-go powder. So I was thinking to repurchase it in Nykaa Pink Friday, but I thought, let me just at least hit pan on this one, then I buy. Why should I be buying and stocking up products? Let me finish it and then I'll buy. So yes, I'm in the shade PF7. I absolutely love it. A lot of you end up asking me the shade how to buy. Guys, it's very difficult because for me also it was very difficult to pick it up. I'm NC42, I'm using P7. If you're somewhere NC40, you can go 2 shades lighter than me, or the best option, go to the store, check the shade, buy online. That's something which I can give you the last option. But yes, again, a wonderful powder in affordable pricing. I feel you can use it as your powder foundation, you can use your set as your setting powder, so it works all in one. So you can have that one powder and you're sorted. So yes, a wonderful powder. I've done a full comparison video of this powder to another powder foundation on my channel recently. Do check out that video to know more on the powder foundation. Now let's move on to some blush. Why not talk about blush first? Because I'm excited. Now 2021 was the year where I picked up a lot of blushes. I bought a lot of different makeup products from different brands, but I feel usage wise, these were the 3 blushes I've used the most. Yes, I think these are the 3 I've used the most. First up, I have the Reloaded Makeup Revolution blush in the shade Rose Kiss. This is one shade which I've used the most. Like, I've used almost every blush of mine in 2021, but this was the most used one. And again, a wonderful blush. I've done a full comparison video of this blush also to K-Beauty one, so do check out that video. Again, wonderful formula, highly pigmented. It just gives you a nice flush going on and it stays on the cheeks. That's more important because winters mein blushes ud jate hain. So this stays, and this is one of my favorites. I have 2 shades in it. Next up, I have only 2 cream blushes. I have bone powder blushes, but not as much the Makeup Revolution one. From the time I shifted to creme blushes, they have made it to my normal routine also. Like, अगर मैं makeup नहीं भी पहन रही हूँ और मैं घर में सिर्फ काम कर रही हूँ, तो भी I wear these blushes because it just add that nice blush, nice rosiness around you, and you just feel good about yourself. So yeah, these 2 blushes did add up. One of them is the Daughter Earth's Cruel Nude Lip and Cheek Tint, which is the most used blush. I have used this blush so much. Oh my god, past 2.5 months, this is the only creme blush I've used the most. So yes, this is one of my favorite shades to wear. Again, this is a lovely shades. Coral Nude doesn't mean it is corally and nudie. It is mauvey and pinky, or I would say mauve, which has a little grey going on. It doesn't show up like a pink blush. So yes, if you are someone who has a mature skin, or you are into your aging and you don't want to buy those popping pink, get this one. You're gonna love it. Next up, again, something which made me buy the Daughter Earth one is the Just Herb Lip and Cheek Tint, and this is in the shade Peachy Coral. Again, something I've worn the most, and I absolutely love this shade. Now it says Peachy Coral, but frankly speaking, it has a lot less peach. It definitely has a lot pink going on, and again, a wonderful shade. It is creamier than the Daughter Earth one, and I would say in winters you would enjoy this one more than Daughter Earth one, because Daughter Earth, I do feel in winters it gets a little dry. So what I do, I will put the blush first just to give a little longevity to my powder blush, and I will just brush off my face with the powder blush. That's how I've been wearing, and I'm just loving creme blushes for my skin. And I think as I'm aging, my makeup techniques, my makeup preferences, as well as what I like, has been changing a lot. And yes, you will be seeing a lot more different makeup on my channel. Let's move on to some bronzing. So frankly speaking, I just have one bronzer. Can you imagine I have one bronzer? Because I did happen to buy a lot of different bronzers this year, but I have bought it in parts. Like I have bought it in the month of November, I bought one in the month of September. So that's how. So I couldn't use those bronzer a year, and I've just merely used those bronzers. So there's only one bronzer which I have used whole year, and I just love using it, is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. This is the bronzer which I've used the most. And yes, I think once this gets over, I will definitely buy a new one. Yes, this is that kind of a bronzer wherein I will not mind investing again. And yes, this is a wonderful bronzer. It just blends seamlessly onto my skin. I would like to try more bronzers, maybe the ones which I have already bought and I have not used them much. Maybe next year wale favorites mein best mein aapko dikhenge wo. But this is the one I have used the most. The two highlighters which I have used the most, and again highlighter is again something which I have bought a lot in the year 2021. Maybe singles, maybe in face palettes and all. But I feel these are the two highlighters I have used the most. One of them is the K-Beauty blush. Reason being I've used this highlighter the most. Firstly, I like the shade of it. Dusra, it is into my project pan, so I have to use it. So that is like forced usage also. But it is a good thing. Like I'm using this highlighter, and now I'm at a stage where I will never hit pan on a highlighter, I feel. But I do feel as you keep digging your brush again and again in this highlighter, now the time has come where the highlighter is wearing off in application wise, and even I have to pick up a lot more than the initial part of the highlighter buying I did. So yes, I've been loving this highlighter. I just love it. The pan has gone really flat, so my brush doesn't pick up a lot of product. And this is the shade Champagne Fizz. So it is definitely a lovely shade, and yes, once the quality wears off more in this highlighter, maybe I will go back and not buy this shade. Instead, I'm eyeing the Sunlit Gold shade from the longest time. So yes, this is something which I have used the most. Next up, a highlighter which is no more available, and sorry, I cannot help you with that, but this is the highlighter which I've used the most in the year 2021, is the BECCA Shimmering Skin Perfector. Oh my god, this is such a lovely highlighter, I must tell you. This is like, oh, amazing. I just love how it looks. Today on the brow bones, I've worn this highlighter and into my inner corners, not on my face. But yes, this is something again I reach out a lot because of the shade. It just sits perfectly onto me. It just adds the right amount of highlight with a good warmth. So yes, a good highlighter into luxe category. Why, Becca? Why did you go? Okay, I told you only two highlighters, but aisa hi hota hai, when you have like a table full of makeup products, you happen to miss one or two. So yes, there is another highlighter which I've used the most in year 2021, is the Colourpop Super Shock highlighter in the shade Wisp. This is a stunning skin-like highlighter. I've always told you, try the Super Shock highlighters. Try it, you will know it for yourself. So if you need a highlighter which is just like your skin and you just want to add that nice glow all the time, get this one. Again, something I've loved a lot. I have tried so many shades from this range altogether. I'm going to give you a quick swatch also. So this is the shade Vips. You see how skin-like it is? Again, a wonderful formula in a good pricing. So agar Colourpop pe kabhi bhi aapko offers mile, try to get a Super Shock highlighter for yourself. So that was all I had into the base and the face category. Now to finish up, we have a setting spray. Now frankly speaking, I'm not a person who enjoys a lot of different setting sprays in a makeup routine, but there are certain brands I love using. One of them is the NYX Professional Dewy Finish setting spray, which I've used the most. I have the pack one also, but I think I have not used that one as much. But this one I have used a lot. I just love how it sits onto my skin. It shows up my makeup. It's perfect. It is dewy finish. I'm a combination to oily, but it sits well in all weather onto my skin. So instead of matte, get the dewy one. You're going to just love it. How quickly we have reached to the eye segment, and Here I have very minimalist products because frankly speaking, in eye category also I've tried a lot, and frankly speaking I'm not very amazed by every single brand. And yes, since I've tried so much, I was not consistent with one particular product, but I feel these are the products wherein I have invested more time. They have been my favorites. I have loved using them, and I have used them more compared to so many I have. First up, let's talk about a brow product which is pretty recent into my collection, but I'm telling you this is getting over sooner. And there's only one brow pencil which I have loved a lot and even used a lot compared to many other I have, is the Mars Micro Precision Brow Pencil. From the time I bought it, it's not very old product. I remember getting it before I went for chutti. So that means I got this product in the month of August or September, and you have seen a late review on the product. Frankly speaking, from the time I got it, I've been using only this brow product. And today I wore a different brow product, and I must tell you, in between I wore one day a different brow product. That's it. I can actually count and tell you. So this is the only brow pencil I've been using, and this is by Mars, and I have to repurchase it soon. So I'm left with only this much product, only this much. It's a very easy product to use. If you are someone who doesn't want too difficult of a brow product and want to have those nice brows going on, get the Mars one. It is only for 150 rupees I think, so it's cheaper. Next up we have two eyeliners. Again, one of them is from Mars Cosmetic. This is a felt tip eyeliner which will cost you 199 rupees. I remember the price because this is one makeup brand wherein you get everything under rupees 250. So again, an eyeliner which I've been constantly wearing. ये थोड़ा सूख सा भी गया है अभी. See, less than 4 months it's done already. I need to repurchase it. So again, an eyeliner which I have used the most after buying it. Another liner which I have been using a lot, and I already have a backup on this one, is the KIRO Beauty eyeliner. Oh my god, if you want a felt tip pen eyeliner, jet black, looks stunning, and you have those Arabian eyes going on, get this. It is expensive, but it's worth every penny. So whenever you get this offer on KIRO, buy one get one, get this one and get something else. KIRO has almost every product wherein you would not like to miss. You can buy almost everything they have. So yes, this is one product you should be getting. So yes, those were the only two eyeliners I've used the most. Can you imagine so much makeup? May you use only two products so much? But yes, that's how it is. So the two kajals which I've used the most, again, they are not pretty old. One of them is the Mars one which I'm wearing today also. This I have carried when I was traveling. So I have used, when I travel I carry only one of anything. I don't carry 2 kajals, 5 mascaras, all that I don't do. My suitcase my makeup space has to be only this much. It should not be this much. I cannot do that. It's a pain. I cannot be so unrealistic. So I just carry one kajal, and I must tell you, I was carrying only Mars kajal, Mars eyeliner and Mars eyebrow pencil. So I was sorted. So yes, something which I've been loving, the Mars retractable kajal. Everything will be linked in my description, so do not worry. And last, I have been loving this as well, is the KIRO Beauty All Day Comfort Kajal Liner. I must tell you, this is again a jet black waterproof kajal. It stays. Once put, it stays. It's not going anywhere. And it just gives you that nice black kajal going on. And another wonderful thing is that you can use it as your eyeliner also, and if you want to create that nice smoky looks, you can include this kajal. But it is jet black, I must tell you. I should warn you on this. So buy one get one में एक ये ले लेना और KIRO Beauty के eyeliner ले लेना, and thank me later because you are just missing some amazing products by KIRO. So do check them out. And lastly, we have mascara and eyeshadow palettes. So first let's talk about 2 mascaras, or I would say 3 mascaras which I've used the most. First up is the Huda Beauty Legit Lash Mascara. I've been constantly wearing this mascara. There is no two way about it. I just wear this one a lot. And the reason being I'm wearing this a lot because firstly, you should not be wearing your mascara for 3 years and 4 years. You should try to finish it off as soon as you can. So this is one reason. And another reason that I really like the curling side of this mascara. It just gives me that nice curls, as well as the curling side do add those fibers, so it adds a little volume also. I do use the volume side, but I do end up using curling more often than the volume side. Will I be repurchasing it? Definitely, no two way about it. So once this is done, I am getting it. Next up, a mascara by Nykaa, which I've worn the most. So that is why I told you, like, not technically 2 mascara, it is 3, but I'm showing you one only. Is the Nykaa Super Sizer Volumizing Mascara, and the other one I use the curling one. These are the 2 well done combinations for my eye. Most of the time it is volumizing I wear. The reason I love this mascara is super light on the eyelashes. It is waterproof, but it is not that kind of waterproof mascara wherein I have to really rub my eyes and get off the mascara. Uske baad bhi mascara doesn't come out. So this mascara really sits well, give me those nice volumized lashes as well as come off easily. It makes my life so easy. So yes, this is the one mascara by Nykaa I absolutely love. But I recently realized Nykaa has launched another mascara. When did they launch that mascara? Please enlighten me. Let's move on to the last product of this video, as well as the last thing of your eye is, or I would say the first thing of your eye makeup is an eyeshadow palette. So I buy a lot of eyeshadow palettes. I do try a lot of different makeup, but I think these are the 2 eyeshadow palettes I've used the most, and today I'm wearing it on my eyes also, and you will totally know how, why, when, because yes, I have talked about these 2 eyeshadow palettes a lot of times. First up, I have a drugstore eyeshadow palette which I've used the most, is the K Beauty Pure Bloom palette. Lovely palette on the mattes. I love the mattes actually, that is why I love the mattes. So आज के look के लिए mattes मैंने यहाँ से ले लिए थे और shimmers मैंने दूसरे वाले palette से ले लिए. So that's how I came out with this look. So this palette is my kind of palette wherein in summers I love wearing my peaches and soft nude shades. So, and it has a little color going on, and these shadows just perform really well onto my kind of skin, as well as I don't suffer from any fall off on this palette. I don't know, some of you came back on my comparison video and said that you have a fall off with this palette. Please enlighten me how it is happening, because there is only one shade which can have a fall off, is this one, which I have mentioned in my video, this one. But other than this shadow, no other shadow falls on the eye, so falls on the face basically. But it happens, everyone has a technique to do their eyeshadows and their eye looks, and the brushes you use, that also plays a very important role, and the style, how you blend, how you pack the shades. But for me, this palette was like go-to means I can just blindly pick it up, create a simple look, and I'm done and sorted. I really don't have to use my brains with this one. And another palette which I absolutely loved, and the reason me loving this palette, whenever I do a look with this palette, it has to be different. I end up using a lot of different shadows and I come out with something nice only. So this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Jackie Aina palette. Oh my god, this is no more available. How sad it is. But this is definitely one of my good purchases also of 2021, and I absolutely love. Today I'm wearing so many shadows from this palette. I'm wearing like 3 shimmers, this, and this. Then I'm wearing this onto my lower lash line. Then I use this also onto my outer corners. And then I wore this also into my inner corners, like just to enhance a little. So this palette, whenever I pick up, I will use the maximum number of shadows, and the look I get is always different from the last one I created. And the shadows perform absolutely wonderful. I can use this palette without doing my base makeup on. I really don't have to do my eye look first and then do my base. Again, a wonderful purchase of mine, a wonderful palette, and I loved using this 2021. And yes, I would see if Anastasia comes out with some more stunning palette like these. So too many products happen around me. I do end up buying a lot of products. I do try a lot of products, but the products which I happen to show you today in this best of 2021, these are the products wherein I have reached out to them. These were my go-to on-the-go products wherein I don't have to use my brains. I know they're going to perform onto my skin in any weather and condition. So yes, all of these are my trusted products and best of 2021. Everything will be linked and listed in my description. If you want to grab anything for yourself, if you personally liked anything, If you have any second thoughts, if you want to know anything more on these products, do check out their dedicated reviews, or you can leave a comment down below. I will try to answer as quick as I can. If you loved watching this interesting video, consider giving a thumbs up, following on my Instagram, and subscribing to my YouTube channel, and click onto that small notification bell so that you get notified for my future uploads. I will see you in my next best of 2021. Till then, you take care and ta-da!